Hi, it's Zaina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have something very exciting. I am doing a reading vlog of ACOTAR. I have all of the books, these and this one. It's not the same size as these. It bothers me, but I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of them, but I'm gonna get through as many as possible. And I'm very excited. Like, I've had this first one, A Court of Thorns and Roses, for so long, but I've been putting it off because it's scary and the books are so big and it's very hyped up. A lot of people love it, so I'm like scared I'm not gonna like it as much. But it's time. So I really want to finish this series before the year is over. How many pages does this book have? Page numbers 419. It's a lot, but we're gonna get through it. I don't know if I want to do this like with spoilers or without spoilers. I'm just gonna start and see. I will be putting it on the screen if it is spoilers in it. But let's start. The books are so big and that's scary. Today is Tuesday. Like, it's very late. It's 9:40, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read today. But this series consists of 5 books. 5 books. This is the first one. I'm going to start it now. I don't know, I might want to tab it. I don't know, I'm going to see if I have tabs for each of the books and then I'll decide. I want to tab the books because I have enough tabs for all of them, but I don't want to use the red ones on this because I need that for other books. So I don't know if I should just do yellow for the first one because the writing is in yellow, so that could work. I'm probably going to do that because I don't want to use the red on this book. So I'm going to tab it. Let's just get to reading. I'm going to start with my first impressions of the book. I've never looked inside this other than the last page to look at the page number. But the cover is... it's nothing special. Like, I don't really care about it. It's not that pretty, but I don't care, really. So I'm gonna open it. I need to do this with all of my books. I like that there's some color in there. Don't care about the opinions. It's the order of the Throne of Glass series. I've been looking that up every time I'm in the store. But it's in here, so that's good. Let's see. For Josh, because you would go under the mountain for me. I love you. That's sweet. I love a map. Every time I've read a book on this channel with a map in it, I've told you how much I love it, so I'm going to continue. This is the map. I'm going to study that for a bit. I'm just going to see what comes. Okay, chapter 1 starts after this. I'm going to take some time to look at the map, and then I'll start reading. I think it's time for an update. I am 27% through A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's been a while because like I just haven't had time to read every day because I've been doing other things. So sorry about that. Today is, what day is it? Tuesday? Wednesday? What day is it? I need to check that actually. It's Tuesday, September 26th. I think I'm going to continue reading this now, but first I'm going to just update you on my opinions of the book. Up until now, I really like it. I'm very surprised because I wasn't expecting to like it in this way. But the writing is really good. It's very easy to read, which I like. It just, like, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's, I don't know. I don't really know what a cozy fantasy is. Like, what is that? But this is what I imagine it to be. Not necessarily the plot, but just the feelings of reading it, the way it's written. Something about the writing that just make it comfortable and cozy. The characters, I do like Farah. I really like Tamlin, and I like Lucian even more. I think Lucian is my favorite. I absolutely hate Nesta. And if it was up to me, she would never be mentioned again. But then I know that one of the books is about her, and I don't like it, and I know she's gonna be mentioned in the rest of them more. And I hate her. Like, there's not one good thing to say about her. She's just really fucking annoying. I'm excited to read more. The plot is interesting. Like, not too much has happened yet. So I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't know how. Like, I know nothing about this book except for, like, the characters. And I know, like, some of the, like, relationships, or I don't know how to explain it. About the plot, I won't know nothing. So I'm very excited to, like, figure out what the book is actually about, because obviously I know what it's about, but, like, I don't know how that's gonna play out in this book, and then everything with other characters as well. But I'm very excited, so I'm gonna continue reading now, because why not? Let's sit down and read A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I have decided that I do want to include spoilers in this. I'm very late to the series, like most people have already read it, so I don't think it matters. So one thing I want to say before I continue that I couldn't say before because I wasn't sure if it would be a spoiler, because, like, I don't know what is considered a spoiler, but I just want to share my thoughts as I go. Right now I'm wondering if the she that Lucian was talking about might be the person she sold the wolf skin to. Like, that was my first thought when Lucian mentioned the she. So I just wanted to put that out there. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Let's continue reading, and I'm going to try to update you every time I have, like, a thought about this book. Because I think a full spoiler vlog would be very fun. Because usually people do full spoiler vlogs on their rereads. So I think it's fun to see it from the perspective of a first-time reader. So, I'm going to continue reading, and I will tell you all of my thoughts. I think I just spoiled something for myself because I can't just look at the top of the stupid page first. So I'm trying to cover everything. It wasn't really a spoiler though, because I already thought about it, but I forgot that I thought about it. Who is the king? Because I really want to know that. If it is the person I'm thinking of, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. Because I don't want him to be the king, especially not if I'm supposed to like him. And where's Lucian? Like, where is Lucian? Weren't you supposed to be close by? Like, where are you? Okay, I just met Reese, and this is the man you all love. Like, first of all, Feyre, why? Like, I know what happens between the two of them. Why would you go for that? Because this man just said, I knew you liked to stoop low with your lovers, Lucian, but I never thought you'd actually dabble with mortal trash. And you're all obsessed with this man?
why? Like, he doesn't seem like a good guy. And I guess something's gonna happen in the next books, but, like, I wouldn't forgive this. So, you all are stupid. Like, Reese isn't special. This isn't good behavior. This is not someone I want. I'm gonna stick with Tamlin. Did this turn to a love story between Reese and Tamlin? Why is Reese acting like he's in love with Tamlin? What is going on? This is what romance books are like. Why are we doing this? I want Feyre and Tamlin. And why is he doing it? Why is he on the floor? I love a man who's not afraid to beg. Still, he should be on the floor for Feyre. Technically he is, but anyways. I'm gonna continue reading. Now why is he licking her face? Because that is disgusting. Like, get your tongue away from her face.
I have officially finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not completely sure what I want to rate it yet, because up until Feyre's trials, I was thinking 5 stars. But after that, it got a little less interesting for me. Didn't really care as much. It did get better eventually, but it's not 5-star material for me. I still really loved it though. Like, story-wise, the plot and yeah, that part is what makes it not a 5-star. Writing, perfect. I love it. That's definitely a 5-star. I don't know how to explain it because I'm just not good at that. But it's so simple in a way. Like, it's not. I don't know how to explain it. It's just easy to read. I think that's the way I look at the writing. If I can read it easily, don't take a lot of brain power, and I don't have to think too much, like I understand everything, and it just flows really well, and I feel like this book really did that. So I know that it's gonna be no less than a 4 stars, but I just don't know if it's gonna be like a 4, 4.25, 4.5, 4.75 maybe. Not completely sure. So I'm gonna wait and think it out a bit because I don't want to regret my rating. But that means that it's officially time for A Court of Mist and Fury. This is pretty thick, but if the writing continues the way it does, then it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna start it just yet because I have some things to do. One thing I want to talk about is the characters, because I have changed my opinion a little bit. Feyre, I really like her. I love her actually. She is my favorite, I think, other than Lucien. I really like Lucien. Like, he's the only one that hasn't been like pissing me off at times. Nesta has my feelings for her have changed a little bit. I still don't love her, but she has redeemed herself a little bit, just a little. Tamlin, still love Tamlin. Like, after Feyre's trials, he was a little boring, but like I understand why. Like, he's still him. It's just it was different, but like the circumstances were different, so that's why I still really like Tamlin. Rhys, like, this is where it gets controversial because I don't like him. I liked him a lot more after Feyre's trials started, and especially towards the end I really liked him. But I don't think I can just forget about all of the bad things he's done. And I don't want to forget about it because I don't want to love him just for the little part at the end. Because, like, I guess some of the bad things he did make sense. Like, he had a reason for it, and that makes it a little bit better. He didn't do it just to be cruel. But still, the way he talks about her, especially in the beginning, and also the way he does certain things. Why? Like, you're mean. You're just mean, and I don't like it. So, like, I know that a lot of people say that they don't like Tamlin anymore in this book because he does something, but can he really do anything that's worse than what Reese is doing? Because I don't think it can. Only thing that bothers me is that I looked up fan art for Tamlin, and I was so disappointed. It's like, I guess I knew he was blonde, just described him as blonde, but I just didn't see that because I picture him as his dark, fluffy hair. Not fluffy. I don't know how to explain it, but like this dark hair, very hot, very attractive, but like that's not him at all. And
I know that he's explained as like blonde and like that type of person, but I can't picture it. Then with Reese, it like that's what he looks like, and I want the person I like to be the hot one. I just don't like it because I don't like Reese. But that's too much talking, so we're gonna pick up the camera again when I'm starting A Court of Mist and Fury.
I have started A Court of Mist and Fury a while ago, actually. I've barely read anything. I'm on chapter 9, page 96. And so far, I have a few opinions. In the last book, I loved Tamlin and absolutely hated Reese. And like I've already known from people talking about this series that I would dislike Tamlin in this one because he's doing something. But I don't think he's done the thing yet. But I hate the guy. Like, I feel like the way people have described it, he's gonna do something way more serious than the small things that he's doing here. But I just hate him, because the way he talks to Feyre, and the way he treats her like he owns her. Like, she's nothing to him. He claims to love her, but like, he wouldn't treat her like that. And I'm actually starting to like Reese. I love him a lot. And like, I promised myself I wouldn't, because his actions in the first book are not unforgivable. No. They're unforgivable. So, like, I know that he had his reasons to do this thing, so that helps a bit. But I feel like some of the things were unnecessary. But in this one, he's really sweet, actually. I still like Lucian. I wish he would stand up to Tamlin more. Because Tamlin, like, you don't understand him. Maybe you do, but like the anger that I'm feeling whenever he opens his stupid little mouth. So I'm just hoping that this little relationship between Feyre and Tamlin will end soon. I'm gonna try to read a little bit more. Like, I would like to finish it today, but I didn't read anything yesterday, so like I was hoping to maybe like get like halfway through it yesterday and then read more today. But like, obviously that's not happening, so I'm probably gonna take a while to get through it. I don't like it as much as the first one, but I like the moments with Reese, but not with Tamlin, because it just angers me too much. But finally, Feyre stood up to him, and I love her for that. Like, you can't just let him treat you like that. So, good job for saying something. Okay, we're in the same place as I was when I last talked to you. But I've gotten to part 2. I'm very excited. I'm really enjoying this book, actually. I think what just happened is something that made me very happy. Well, obviously, the thing that happened was heartbreaking. Like, that was my last straw. Like, Tamlin, out of my heart forever. Reese, on the other hand, I love that man. I get it. I get it now. Like, I want to tell you what happened, but I'm trying to keep it as spoiler free as possible. Like, this video is not completely spoiler free, but I'm trying to not like spoil the big things. I'm just slight spoilers because I need to talk about my opinion in this video. But I'm gonna put this book on hold now that I'm at part 2 because I have other things I need to do. But I'm hoping that I will have some more time later tonight to read this. But university has to come first, and I have some assignments, so let's work on that. And I'll let you know when I start reading again. So I have no idea when I last updated you, because I haven't read this at all this year, and it's January 11th today. Yeah, so I don't remember when I last read this. I'm on page 150. So far, I don't really care. Like, I'm enjoying it while I'm reading it, but I have, like, no need to pick it up. Until this morning, when I saw Sarah J. Maas post on Instagram. Little spoiler for Crescent City. Which I hated that I got it spoiled, because I've been keeping away from spoilers, and I don't even follow her. Like, it was a suggested post, and I saw this thing, and that made me so angry. But it also really made me want to read Crescent City. So I need to finish the ACOTAR series so that I can start Crescent City. That's also annoying, because I was planning on reading Throne of Glass before Crescent City. But I don't think I can do that anymore, because I want to read Crescent City right now. And I would also like to read it before Crescent City 3 comes out, but that's obviously not happening. But I'm gonna try to get through this book at least. So the next few days I will be reading. It's also very late right now. It's 10:45, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna read a lot today, but at least tomorrow I'm gonna try to read something before I go to bed. I don't know when I last talked to you, because I don't remember when I last read this book. But I've been reading. I think I started at page like 210 today. I'm currently on page 420. And can I just say, I am so obsessed and in love with Reese. And when he's so vulnerable, I love this man. I love a vulnerable man. And not even to you. Like, oh, the way he speaks to her. And this moment that I just read, I had to film before I read it. But I'm so obsessed with this man. I love him, I love him, I love him. He's my favorite person in the world. And it's late. It's 10:42. Should go to bed. I have to be up early tomorrow. But I need to read a bit more. I need to read more. Also, yeah, I've been tabbing it a lot. I ran out of tabs on, of green tabs on this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And I'm trying to only do green. I've done a few reds, but I'm trying to like keep it to the cover. So I'm just gonna continue reading. I love this book so much. Update time. So today is Sunday. On Thursday, I read 289 pages of this book. I would have finished it if it wasn't so late. I think I stopped reading at around like 1 a.m. and I had to be up early the next day. So I just had to go to sleep, so I stopped at part 3. If part 3 wasn't there, I would have continued reading, because I couldn't stop, but like stopping after part 2 was like the perfect place to stop. I think this is one of my favorite, I know it's one of my favorite books. I didn't think I would feel so connected to this series. But like something very heartbreaking happened. And I'm going to admit I did cry myself to sleep that day because of everything that happened in here. But I haven't been able to pick it back up after that. Because I'm so scared of it to end. Like, I don't want it to end. Because I know that I'm not going to start A Court of Wings and a Ruin yet. I'm probably going to try to read it in February, but not yet. So, I don't really want to finish it. I'm going to sit down and read right now. I've been tabbing it a lot. Already told you that. I've used up a lot of my green tabs. But I have some in this little book thingy. So I'm just going to start part 3. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know what to say. I've finished the book. I've tabbed it a lot. I don't even know what to say. I love this book. It was heartbreaking. And like I felt every single emotion with this. I was happy, I was sad, I was in love, I was very angry. I felt hateful and grateful and every single thing. And Reese, my man, Reese. I love everything. Tamlin, fucking Tamlin can go kill himself. Like, what happened in this book? What actually happened? How? What happened? What did I just read? I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. Like, this is one of the few books that I've been able to sit and like read 200 pages at a time. Usually I need a break after 40, if I can even get that much. And I've already touched on this, but I ran out of green tabs. Like, you can see there's a few different green colors. At the end here I have to use yellow, because these three, no more green. No more green. This one had 2 different greens. They're out. No more green. These 4 like books with them. No more green. Green. So I do in fact have to go to Temu and buy some new tabs. Because what if I need the green tabs and I don't have any green tabs? Because I used them all on this book. And like, I want to reread this book right now. I'm not going to, but I want to. And I need to find another edition of this series so that I can read it again and annotate it with like different things. I want to do like something for word building, something for Feyre and Reese, something for like friendship. But I don't understand how I can ever read A Court of Thorns and Roses again. Because I cannot stand Tamlin's name, anything coming out of his stupid mouth, or anything like that. But this book, favorite, and I'm so excited to continue this series. But that will not happen in this video, I'm sorry. But I will be reading it soon. So if you want a part 2, where I vlog reading the rest of the series, let me know. But anyways, that was it for this video. I really did like the first book. This one is definitely better. This is my favorite. This is a 5-star read. This is up there, like on top of everything else. Like, this is probably in my top 3 favorite books ever. And I love the writing. It's so easy to read. It's fast-paced. It's interesting. The world building and the storytelling is so good. And the characters, they're definitely strong characters. Some people I love, some people I hate, some people I tolerate. Love it. There's a mix of everything. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out, lovers.